Review in the Teacher and Curriculum, Part 2. Content of selection according to Bilbao. Feasibility, interest, learnability, self-sufficiency, significance, utility, validity. Components of subject matter according to Palma: balance, articulation, scope and sequence, integration, continuity. Approaches to curriculum: a set of correlative assumptions dealing with the process of teaching or nature of learning. Developmental approach, integrative approach, problem-based approach, literature-based approach, inquiry-based approach. Methods: the procedure that teacher undertake in delivering content, step by step, procedural, mechanical, systematic. Strategy: styles that teacher employ in delivering content, stylized, more flexible, more varied. Technique: teaching techniques are personalized teacher styles of carrying out particular step of a given method, may also pertain to a specific activity or strategy. This is implementational. Common methods and strategies: direct deductive method, indirect inductive method, collaborative learning, inquiry-based learning, problem-based method and project-based, design thinking method. Stufflebeam CIPP model of evaluation. Suggested 4 components: context, learning environment, input, component of learning, process, monitoring the implementation, product, achievement of objectives. Foundation of education: philosophical foundation, psychological foundation, sociological foundation, historical foundation. Major philosophies of education: essentialism, existentialism, progressivism, constructivism, social reconstructionism. Major theories of child development, learning, motivation, and metacognitive. Behaviorism theorists: Pavlov, Skinner, Thorndike. Social learning: Bandura. Cognitivism theorists: Osobel, Tullman, Kohler, Gestalt. Humanism theorists: Anderson and Maslow. Constructivism theorists: Brunner and Dewey. Sociological theories: structural functionalists, a framework for building theory that sees society as a complex system whose parts works together to promote solidarity and stability. Symbolic interactionist, develops from practical considerations and alludes to particular effects of communication and interaction in people to make images and normal implications for deduction and correspondence with others. Pre-Hispanic Period: informal, used by Bayin. Teacher were the Babaylan and Catalonan, shaman, spiritual healers. Boys were taught hunting and other means of livelihood. Girls were taught how to manage the household. Spanish period. Focus of the curriculum is religion. Formal education was introduced private, then public school system. The first Christian school was founded by the Augustinian in Cebu in 1565. The teacher were the friars. The Education Decree of 1863 established the first public school system. American period. Focus of the curriculum is democracy. English was used as the medium of instruction. From age 7, children were registered and enrolled at the nearest public school. American soldiers were the first teachers and were later relieved by the Thomasites. Schools which were established during the period were the Philippine Normal College, Philippine Normal University Manila, University of the Philippines, National University, University of Manila, Philippine Woman University, De La Salle University, and Far Eastern University. Free public school education was guaranteed by the Commonwealth Republic. Japanese period. Focus on the curriculum. New Asia Order. The Japanese discouraged and even outlawed the patronizing of any Western countries, particularly the United States. Nihongo was taught in schools. Vocational education was bolstered. Filipino developed pride in work and dignity of labor. Education centered on developing a sense of Asian pride. Contemporary periods. Focus on the curriculum is globalization. Although the K-12 basic education curriculum was implemented in 2012 and Republic Act 10533 was signed into law in 2013, intending the curriculum of the Philippines has been an unresolved task since the American. Previous curricula in the Philippines. Contemporary period. National Elementary School Curriculum, 1984-2002. This curriculum used the Philippine Elementary Learning Competences, PELC, which is a set of competences intended for elementary learner. New Secondary Education Curriculum, 1991-2002. This curriculum used the Philippine Secondary Learning Competency, PSLC, which is the set of competences intended for secondary learners. Revised Basic Education Curriculum, 2002-2012. This curriculum puts emphasis on interactive and integrative learning approaches which integrate competencies and values within and across the learning areas. Makabayan, a conglomeration of humanities subject. Araling Panlipunan, TLE, MAPI, and ESP. Grading system is cumulative and promotion shall be by subject and number of units. The goal to empower Filipino learners for lifelong learning. Secondary Education Curriculum Understanding Design Model, 2010-2012. The curriculum follows the Understanding by Design model, which is an offshoot of outcomes-based education. This curriculum provides a personalized approach to curriculum using specialized curricular programs such as arts, sports, and technical vocational education. These goals of curriculum is on developing readiness for work and lifelong learning. K to 12 Basic Education Curriculum, 2012 to present, takes into account the development of learners in all aspects so that graduates will be holistically developed, equipped with 21st century skills, and prepared for the employment, entrepreneurship, middle-level skills development, and higher education. The curriculum is reflective, collaborative, constructivist, inquiry-based, and inclusive. Grading system is averaging with components on written works, performance task, and quarterly assessment. The goal is to produce functionally literate and holistically developed Filipinos. That's the end of review in the teacher and curriculum part.